Viewers and subscribers, please subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share.
A vendor of Tulips Lane, Kingston 14 address, was shot and killed by unknown assailant along Bond Street on Sunday, April 28. The deceased has been identified as 39 years old Leroy Sullivan. Reports are that about 6 a.m., Leroy was standing at his cart along Bond Street when a car drove up and several men alighted with handguns. The man opened gunfire at him, hitting him all over his upper body before speeding off in the said motor vehicle. Lawmen were alerted to the scene and Leroy was transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. On arrival, investigations are ongoing. Detectives assigned to the Kingston East Division has listed 7 men as warranted for several crimes committed in the parish. Kevin Cole, otherwise called Marshall, Kidman Kevman of St. George's Road and Glasspool Avenue, Rockford, Kingston 2. He is warranted for 2 counts of murder. Kimman Foreman, otherwise called Kimmy, and Nicely, he is wanted for 3 counts of murder, assault at common law, and illegal possession of ammunition. Tajay Jackson, otherwise called Chinaman, he is wanted for malicious destruction of property and possession of a prohibited weapon. Jackson is said to frequent Wild Street, Kingston 16. Mark Bedford, who is wanted for murder and is said to frequent Corner 1 Lane, Rockford, Kingston. Antoine McPherson is wanted for wounded with intent. He is said to frequent St. Benedict Heights, Harborview, Kingston 17. Stephen Myers, otherwise called Evil Boss, he is wanted for murder and shooting with intent. Myers is said to frequent Greenwich Park, Nannyville, Kingston 3, Little Telephone Street, and Maiden Street, Kingston 16. Richard Higgins, otherwise called Bob, and Gringo, he is wanted for shooting with intent. Richard is said to frequent Wellington Street in Kingston 16. These men are being urged to turn themselves in to the Elitson police immediately. Members of the public are also being reminded that it is a criminal offense to harbor a fugitive. In the meantime, the police are encouraging persons to continue to share information to aid in their investigation by calling the Elitson Road Police at 876-928-4200, Crime Stop at 311, the NIB tip line at 811, the Police 119 number or the nearest police station. The driver of a Toyota Probox motorcar, who was captured in a now viral video, breaking the car window of another motorist following a 2-vehicle collision in the carport area on Friday, has been arrested. He is 37 years old, Peter Bramwell, of a Kingston address. Bramwell is now facing several charges and has been labeled as an illegal taxi operator by the police, according to Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Gary Mackenzie. Bramwell, who was driving the Toyota Probox motorcar, was involved in a collision with the driver of a Pajero on or about 6 p.m. on April 26 at a section of Arthur Road in the vicinity of a national baking company. Snippets of what happening next was captured on video by a passenger traveling in the Pajero. In the video, Bramwell is seen breaking the other motorist's car window and seemingly attempting to inflict wounds to the driver. Bramwell is now facing charge of disorderly conduct, malicious destruction of property, and assault occasioning bodily harm. The police disclosed too that Bramwell has 4 traffic warrants and 61 outstanding tickets. ACP Mackenzie is reminding the public that they should allow for due process after a traffic accident. A pedestrian died after he was mauled down on the Ocherias bypass in the vicinity of Buckfield in St. Ann on Monday morning. Dead is Christopher Arton of Charlestown in St. Mary. Reports are that about 12:10 a.m. Arton was on the bypass when he was hit by a red 2016 Land Rover Discovery motorcar which was being driven along the roadway. Arton was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Since the start of the year, at least 12 people have been killed in road crashes in St. Ann. In light of this, some residents are urging road users in the parish to exercise caution. The people them need to take time on the road. Where is speeding to go? On the grave and the Ochi bypass is a big problem. People tend to speed on it. This can continue. A resident who did not want to be identified said, Monday morning crash is the 3rd to have occurred on the bypass in the past 72 hours. On Saturday, 4 vehicles collided. in two separate crashes. The first crash occurred in the vicinity of the Fesco gas station about 7 a.m. and involved a taxi and a private motor vehicle, while the second occurred in the vicinity of Tropical Batteries about 3 p.m. In that incident, several people sustained minor injuries and were taken to hospital